I just spoke to the president of Venezuela, informed her that we're going to be opening up all commercial airspace over Venezuela. American citizens will be very shortly able to go to Venezuela, and they'll be safe there. As you know, we've had a situation take place with respect to Venezuela. I want to just thank General Kane and his staff for the job that they've done is incredible. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And once it did take place, I want to thank the leadership of Venezuela. We're getting along really well with them. The relationships have been very strong, very good. And they have informed me that they feel there's very good security, very strong security. We're working with the various people involved, including Chris and Doug and everybody on the oil. We have the major oil companies going to Venezuela now, scouting it out and picking their locations, and they'll be bringing back tremendous wealth for Venezuela and for the United States, and the oil companies will do fine too. Venezuela will actually make for themselves more money than they've ever made before, and that's a good thing. And the people of Venezuela were literally in the streets waving American flags. They were so happy. And the people in our country, like in the Doral section of Miami, which is considered Little Venezuela, they're thrilled. And I just spoke to the president of Venezuela, informed her that we're going to be opening up all commercial airspace over Venezuela. American citizens will be very shortly able to go to Venezuela, and they'll be safe there. They'll be safe. It's under very strong control. And the people of formerly of Venezuela, some want to go back and some want to go back to visit, and they're going to be able to do that. So I've instructed Sean Duffy and everybody else concerned, including the military, that if you would, by the end of today, I'd like you to have the airspace over Venezuela. Planes can go to Venezuela opened up. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank all of the people in Venezuela for what what they went through, and I want to thank the leadership for really they're doing a good job.
When Nicolas Maduro was removed from power, many in Washington expected the U.S. to back Venezuela's top opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, immediately. However, Trump publicly distanced himself from opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, questioning her standing inside Venezuela. Despite her Nobel Peace Prize and open praise for Trump, he said it would be very tough for Machado to run the country. Trump said the administration never coordinated with Machado and rejected claims she could command respect or authority at home.
Do you have any hesitations about Machado?
Mr. President, on Monday...
Oh, I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within, or the respect within the country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect to be the leader.
Instead, the Trump administration turned to a familiar face from the old regime, signaling a shift driven by stability over symbolism. That choice elevated Vice President Delcy Rodriguez while sidelining Maria Corina Machado, long seen as the opposition's standard-bearer. Officials reportedly say that the decision reflected fears that a sudden handover could fracture Venezuela's fragile power structure. Behind the scenes, U.S. intelligence assessments warned of a dangerous vacuum if control shifted too quickly. A classified CIA analysis examined who could stabilize Caracas immediately after Maduro's capture, as per reports. The report concluded Rodriguez held real leverage over institutions that still command loyalty. The administration believed Rodriguez's survival instincts made her vulnerable to U.S. pressure. Trump described her as cooperative while warning of severe consequences if she defied Washington. A day after Maduro's capture, Trump said Venezuela's new leader pledged full cooperation in a call with Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
We're dealing with the people. We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in. And don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
No, I haven't, but other people have.
Do you want to?
Yeah, at the right time I will.
Did the U.S. give Delcy Rodriguez any guarantees in exchange for cooperating with your administration?
No, but she's cooperating.
Following Maduro's removal, Rodriguez was sworn in as Venezuela's interim president. Trump rejected opposition demands for elections within 30 days, saying Venezuela is not yet ready to vote despite Rodriguez's cooperation. Supporters of Machado argue the move undercuts years of U.S. democracy messaging. Reports of Trump's frustration with Machado's Nobel Prize were dismissed by aides.
In the very early hours of today, precisely at 1:58 in the morning, the government of the United States of America launched an unprecedented and utterly unprovoked military aggression against the sovereign Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. This truly constitutes a terrible and deeply regrettable stain on the future development of bilateral relations between these two nations. In that military operation, President Nicolas Maduro and the First Lady, First Combatant Cilia Flores were captured. To our Venezuela, to our people, there is a government here with clarity. We have convened this National Defense Council in which the public powers of the Venezuelan state are participating. We demand the immediate release of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores. The only president of Venezuela is President Nicolas Maduro. Whether by inheritance or duty, we have the sacred obligation to safeguard our national independence, our sovereignty, our territorial integrity, which was savagely attacked in the early hours of today. Everything within the Constitution. We learned this from Commander Chavez in the face of adversity, in the face of coup d'etat, in the face of oil sabotage. We are ready to defend Venezuela. We are ready to defend our natural resources, which must be used for national development. The extremists who have promoted this armed aggression against our country, history and justice will make them pay. If there is one thing that the Venezuelan people and this country are absolutely certain of, it is that we will never again be slaves, that we will never again be a colony of any empire, no matter what kind.
In charge of Venezuela right now, have you spoken to the newly sworn-in president there, Rodriguez? And what are your thoughts on the entire situation when you said the U.S. would run Venezuela?
We're dealing with the people. We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in. And don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
That means we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
No, I haven't, but other people
Do you want to?
Yeah, at the right time I will.
Did the U.S. give Delcy Rodriguez any guarantees in exchange for cooperating
No,
with your
no,
administration?
but she's cooperating.
Are you going to demand free and fair elections in the short term in Venezuela?
Well, it depends. What you're talking. We have to do one thing in Venezuela: bring it back. It's a dead country right now. It's a country that, frankly, we would have been if I had lost the election. We would have been a dead country. We would have been Venezuela on steroids. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in. They're going to rebuild the infrastructure. We built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. You can't do that. And you can't do that with me. They did it with other presidents.
How soon do you think an election can take place in Venezuela? How soon can an election take place?
Well, I think we're looking more at getting it fixed, getting it ready first, because it's a mess. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level, much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in, and they're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of.
Are you guys aware of the location of opposition leader Machado, and have you been in contact with her?
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Mr. President,
Do you have any hesitations about Machado?
Mr. President, on Monday.
Oh, I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within, or the respect within the country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect to be the
Mr.
leader.
President, is it possible that the U.S. ends up administrating Venezuela for years?
Well, it won't cost us anything because the money coming out of the ground is very substantial. So it's not going to cost us anything. We will Well, we want safety there. We want to be surrounded by countries that aren't housing all of our enemies all over the world. That's what was happening, and you don't want to have that. But we're going to be rebuilding, and we're not spending money. The oil companies are going to go in. They're going to spend money. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago. A lot of money is coming out of the ground. We're going to get reimbursed for all of that. We're going to get reimbursed for everything that we spend. So it's going to be a very important. This is a very big evening that took place last night. We have to be surrounded by safe, secure countries, and we also have to have energy. Very important. We have to have energy that's real energy, not where they're getting 4% and 5% of the energy out of the ground. You take a look. It was such a disaster. So what's going to happen with Venezuela, I think, over the next period of a year is going to be a great thing. And the people of Venezuela will be the biggest beneficiaries.